I want you to stop for a second. Just stop, and be brutally honest with yourself. Have you ever felt like a ghost in your own life? As if you were watching everything from the outside, with a smile on your face, while the world, and the people you love, seem to be living for real? We spend our entire lives in a silent theater, wearing a costume. The costume of the successful one. The costume of the always strong one. The costume of the in-control one. We've learned to hide our scars, to suppress our anger, to disguise our fears, because we were taught that these are the parts that make us weak. And this performance is exhausting. It costs us our peace, our joy, and our very soul. Because underneath that costume lies our true human nature. A wild, authentic, and, yes, imperfect force. And the hardest war of all is the war we fight to suppress who we truly are. I fought that war, and I lost, for a long time. But I discovered a truth that changed everything. True strength is not about fighting your nature, but about embracing it. True peace is not about eliminating your imperfections, but about becoming whole. And the most shocking thing of all? I discovered that we were not made to be merely resilient. Resilience is like a rubber band. You stretch it and it snaps back to its original state. It's about going back to who you were before the pain. But life isn't about going back to what we were. It's about becoming better. Life breaks us. Life stretches us. But there is a force that, instead of breaking us, makes us stronger. Like a bone. When a bone breaks, it regenerates. But the new calcification, the scar tissue, is even stronger than the original bone. The stress, the pain, the chaos, they make us more robust than we were before. We were made to be antifragile, to become stronger, more complete, and more authentic with every challenge. And this journey, this search for authenticity, begins with an act of courage. The act of looking inward, of finding that part of you that was rejected, that raw force, that ancestral wisdom that society often sweeps under the rug. This is the journey to your human nature, to your most primitive and powerful strength, to what many, in psychology and spirituality, call the profane feminine. It is not a religious term, and it is not about gender. It is an archetype. It is a concept that represents the raw force, the wild intuition, the creative energy, and the passion that resides in each of us, and that has been repressed for so long. In men and in women. It is your power of creation, of destruction, and of renewal. This is the part that gives you the power to say yes to your life, no matter what happens. To flourish with adversity. To use chaos to become more complete. Because your internal chaos, your pain, and your scars are in fact the seeds of your greatest strength. I know all of this can seem overwhelming. And it is. No one finds their nature without a guide. So that this journey is not a lonely one, and so that you can understand the signals your own soul sends you, I have organized all of this knowledge. I've condensed all of this wisdom, this way of seeing life and understanding yourself, into a guide. A complement, my ebook, Antifragile. It is a map for you to recognize and reconnect with your true human nature. It teaches you to decipher these internal signals, to understand the power of your intuition, and to embrace your most raw and authentic strength. It shows you the path to becoming whole. And I don't want the price to be an obstacle to your transformation. I want it to be a small act of commitment to yourself. That's why the ebook costs only $15. $15 for your first step towards your greatness. For a guide that can save you years of therapy and pain. You have a choice. You can close this video and go back to your routine, to your costume, to the loneliness that consumes you. Or you can take the first step. The man, the woman, the person you were born to be is waiting for you on the other side of fear. Say yes. Your anti-fragile journey starts now. Click the link below and grab your copy. The life you truly deserve is just one click away.